schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's going to take a shot right away. He's got it at the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that really is a great play by the wide receiver for 3 reasons. 1, he knows where the first down marker is, so he gets his steps. 2, he's able to stay in bounds before securing the catch. And 3, makes the grab. Just an awesome job.
Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. To the air, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Stands in and takes the hit. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20.
Not only did they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. quarterbacks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Into the end zone. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. But that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third.
Hey, he fakes it. He's going to throw it. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the 1st down. The fake is an absolute disaster. Great place to start for this offense. stepping back. It's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him room to get the foot down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Turning it on! How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for attack.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play, now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. To the air, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. There he goes. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Now adjusting. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here.
And now the hit knocks it loose. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were 2 divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have that.
Defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Well, the defense is able to... stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to throw on third down. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they're able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. This is a designed run. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Using the quick game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Hawkins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. Still on his feet. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Finds his man, it's Hilton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Van Buren. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Durham. At the 35, he's got room. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. Give him 6. Touchdown, LSU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Lagway. Finds a spot in the middle. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's got some space. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs.
Touchdown, LSU! Fitted in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Using his legs, it's Ball. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. To the air on first down. Here's the heat. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's ball. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Van Buren. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Wide open downfield. Good and quiet, nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Still looking on the move. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence.
Touchdown, Gator! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Defense in press coverage. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't.
He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's ball. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Rifles it down the middle. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll line up to go for two. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Across the 25. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Bailey. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Snags it down the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's got him this time. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to fire to the left. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. A strike downfield. Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.